Yeah, get the stream restarted. Last thing you said interstate. That you said that's because the interstate blank.
Oh, I was just commenting that the interstate. Well, just look at the map. The interstate goes northeast from Denver.
Yeah.
So it goes like up into the top corner of Colorado and then crosses
Oh.
into Nebraska and meets with I-80. So the quickest way to Colby is actually to go northeast into that corner and then down.
Hey, I think it takes 70.
Yeah.
Ooh, Scania truck. Gotta play ETS again.
What about a Scania truck?
Oh, they had a screenshot of a Scania truck.
Oh. Yeah, I played a little ETS a little bit earlier in the week. Just for a change of scenery.
Yeah.
I only did one route, but it was nice to have that change of scenery.
There's a lot. There's a lot of Europe I've never been to. Like, I haven't done very little of the British Isles. Okay.
You're not missing much there, and that's not a knock on the British Isles. It's just that that's the really old base game stuff that has not been updated yet.
Really?
So it just kind of doesn't look great.
Okay, Convoy should be up and running. Same password.
All right.
Let's go.
Take that job with the corn.
Okay, here we go.
Take that and go.
Really, somebody's gonna set off fireworks at 10 o'clock on a Sunday night?
Come on, people. You don't need to blow off fireworks all weekend long. Think of the poor dogs.
Yeah. Kansas City needs to have a lot of fireworks because they have stashed year round for sports at this point.
Yeah.
That's how I usually tell if they've won a game when the fireworks start going off or if they won a champion. Again, it's a good problem to have. But yeah, the poor dogs.
Watching another streamer
Turn right.
who lives in Texas. We've had fireworks going off nonstop. She has dogs. They're terrified.
Yeah.
Poor things are huddling under her desk. She's streaming.
Wow. My middle sister took her dog and her bird over to the retirement center. She left them with my mom. And that's probably one of the best places to be to get away from fireworks. Because the fireworks noise is outside and going to be very muffled around there. There's not a lot of like where the retirement center is. There's an apartment building on one side, but
Get ready to turn right.
mom and dad's apartments face the highway, so there's really no residential
Turn
stuff
right.
over there. There's no like there's no like public displays either.
Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right.
I think my sister was kind of concerned about her neighbors being extra loud because she's having a fight with them. It's one of those... Oh, red light. It's one of those annoying...
Keep right, and then turn right.
Those annoying fights where you have neighbors who leave their dogs out all hours. And they're barking constantly.
Turn right.
When I lived in... The closest I lived in... When I... Is it like... Let's see, what is 25? Like... It's like 12 years ago? 12 or 13 years ago, I moved into a house near downtown Kansas City. That neighborhood, the noise at night was either helicopter noise or dogs at this neighbor they left their dogs outside all night long. Oh, I hate that.
Go straight on.
Helicopter noise, of course, as hospitals are nearby.
Keep left, and then turn left. Turn left.
So Interstate 76 goes to Nebraska. Interesting. So it must connect with I-80.
Yeah.
Ah.
Not too far over the Nebraska state line, actually.
What a weird little interstate. These are really tight corners here.
slice of paradise. It's the slogan on the side of the pizza truck.
Oh, okay. For a minute there, I'm like, you're not saying, oh, this better not be a Nebraska state sign. That would be a new advertising slogan, because their old one was Nebraska. It's not for everyone. That was like 5 years ago. I don't know what they've updated it. I really should go visit Nebraska. I should do a live stream from. I should go to Omaha. I should go to Omaha, Lincoln, and check out the restaurants and the zoo. I mean, that is so close to me. I've never been there. I've been across the river from Omaha. I actually found a copy of a zine. My late friend Motley. He was a disabled punk from Nebraska, and he's about my age, a little younger, maybe probably about my age. He passed away like 10 years ago. No, he passed away. Oh my God, it was 2007. 2007.
Keep right, and then exit right.
He had given me 2 punk zines from Nebraska, and I found them the other day.
Right.
One of them had a rather boring name, Capital Punishment, with a play on words of capital
Get ready to turn
with
right.
the O, like the state capital.
Turn right.
But the better name, the total Midwest punk zine, Corn Rage. Hardcore punk zine called Corn Rage. That is not something I'm giving up. I am holding on to that. Mostly because it's a memory of my friend, but I've been going to my zine collection so much. So many punk zines. I'm gonna be giving them away. I'm sending a list of everything to several libraries and archives run by friends of mine, and they had the first opportunity at everything, and then I was second round of another archive where I went to school. Plus, my friends told me I should send it to the punk archive at Washington D.C. Public Library. I don't know if it's like punk rock, or it might be punk zines. It might just be.
Go straight on.
I was part of the punk scene in Washington D.C. So I got to meet some of the more famous people. I saw a really funny meme this tonight on social media, Corsi. Somebody put a meme up that said, it's the reunion. It's like the reunion we didn't want to see and the reunion we wanted. And there was a dig at the Oasis reunion this weekend. That's been in the news. Oasis had a reunion. That's the Wonderwall. Was that the group that sang Wonderwall?
Might have been. I'm pretty bad with knowing which groups sang what.
But, you know, they're good. I think they're a good group, alternative group. But the meme was like very punk. Said like the reunion we didn't want to see. Then like the reunion we want to see is Fugazi. Because Fugazi is, they're one of those groups that like the Talking Heads, like they they've called it quits and they say we're not, odds of us playing again are very slim. And I find it very amusing because my roommate sells bumper stickers, and one of them is WWFD. It has a silhouette of the band. It's like, it's what would Fugazi do? Fugazi being very influential in hardcore punk, hard DC core punk, and the founders of Straight Edge, although they don't want to really claim that. Ian's not a big fan of that, but Straight Edge punk, which is sexy punk, SXE punk, Straight Edge, which is like no drinking, usually vegetarian. That, of course, is taken from one of their songs. Ian McKay was really never like preaching that per se, but got turned into a subculture in punk. I think technically I would qualify as a sexy punk.
That's just debatable.
Straight edge.
Keep
More of a
left,
straight edge punk.
and then continue straight on.
Well, I eat vegetarian most of the time and I don't drink, so
Oh, I'm just messing.
I know.
Go straight on.
The other part is debatable. I've got some fine gray hair. They're also a really good band. They're like one of the best bands you can ever go see live. I'd probably put them in my top 5, like, bands you gotta go see live. With Yolo Tango and Chumbawamba and Flaming Lips.
Go straight on.
Chumbawamba is really good. They haven't toured in a long time, so that's probably not ever going to happen either. Because they're an ensemble band, so they got about 10 people on stage with like 2 or 3 singers. They're just a lot of fun. And they're much better than being one-hit wonder, thub-thumping. Well, now it feels we're getting closer to... This feels more like Iowa. Now it feels like Kansas. My social media has had this other meme. Somebody posted something like one of the most... I think it was from the Midwest. The Midwest Love page. What is it called? I grew up in the Midwest. I don't know what that's called, but... It was a diss of driving across Kansas, like being one of the most boring drives you can ever do. I did that drive 2 years ago, and for the first time, I'm like, well, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't. I liked it. It's not like driving across Illinois or Ohio. Ohio's really boring. Yeah, this feels a lot like Kansas right here. 2-lane road, telephone poles. Uh, Evergreens, that's kind of unusual. That's more of a western Kansas thing, I guess.
We're actually still eastern Colorado.
Yeah, it's a lot like you can see a grain elevator in the distance.
Yeah, very similar vibe.
Yeah. Eastern Colorado is basically Kansas.
Yeah, that it is.
I think that's what people hate to drive across Kansas so much. Is they think they've made it across Kansas, then they get to Colorado and it's like bonus round of more Kansas driving. Burlington, look at that grain factory. I feel like I'm in farming simulator. Namik. This is very high. This is a very high plains town here.
Get ready to turn right.
Oh, that's a weird route.
Turn right.
Guess we're gonna cross the Kansas border here. Whoa, a lot of traffic.
As we get on the interstate, not much fun.
Oh, I see that.
Go straight on.
Wait. Oh, never mind.
It's the next lane.
It's late night. It's after post 10 p.m. driving with Prairie Pirate on the high prairie.
Oh, finally, my driver made me money.
Yay! Time to buy him pizza. Him or her pizza slice.
Yeah. Have a slice of paradise.
Yeah, slice of paradise.
Go straight on.
I've been
Keep
across the
left,
median it's
and then
without some
turn
kind of
left.
sign or bollard or something.
Turn left.
Oh yeah, there's the pizza house right there.
There we go. There she blows. There she bakes. Man, oh man. It's
Stop at the coffee break across the street.
I hate to say that it's kind of funny that I hate a job, that I miss a job of any kind.
Go
Did-
straight on.
Today, this car stopped in front of the house, and they were next door. They were delivering DoorDash. I could tell. Took a picture of everything.
Go straight on.
I miss doing DoorDash, going into pizza shops. I really enjoyed delivering pizza.
Get ready to turn left.
As long as it doesn't involve collecting money.
Turn left.
Sometimes you can get some really good money off of the cash deliveries, but I'm hoping I can figure something out here in the next couple weeks. Oh, we've got some windmills on the horizon. Must be western Kansas. Does this game have the 420 mile marker in Colorado on I-70? That'd be funny if they put that in.
I don't know.
Leaving colorful Colorado. Are they rubbing this in about Kansas? Jeez, what a slight that is.
You're not in a colorful state anymore.
Recomputing.
Kansas can be pretty colorful. There we go. There's a good sign there. Rainbow. Whoops. I'm going to stop. I got to take a picture. Bum, 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 bum. Kansas welcomes you at Aspera per Aspera. Home of Dwight D. Eisenhower. I-70 completed 50th anniversary June 17th, 1970. It took him that long?
I think that was the date it was completed.
Oh, no, that makes sense. I'm sorry, that makes...
At the 50th anniversary.
That makes sense because I-70 was one of the first interstates. That was one of the first parts of the interstate. Part of I-70 was one of the first. They built some test road on I-70. I was remembering that my father worked on the Kansas Turnpike, which opened up in the late 50s. It feels kind of weird to be. I've always been like a geography and geography nerd and road building nerd. My dad had when I was a little kid, my dad got a subscription to some trade magazine for road construction. So that's like a total. I was in nirvana there as a kid. Growing up the son of an urban planner father. But it was really weird to go on family trips across the Midwest when they were still building the interstate. Because those were really big projects. I mean, they're building the interstate from scratch. Most places. Because I remember traveling long distances on 2-lane highways. That was always stressful because all the passing, all the trucks being on the 2-lane highways and trying to deal with all the people passing, and car safety was not as good back then. Had more bugs hitting the windshield.
Right, and then exit right.
That doesn't happen that much anymore.
Exit right.
You get on the interstate that they were working on, and parts of the interstate were open.
Get ready to turn left.
Then you have to get off the interstate for sections where they were building.
Turn left.
Yeah, I remember Interstate 55 through Illinois. They were building the interstate around several small towns and cities, and you'd have to get off the highway. One of the weirder parts of the interstate construction that I remember around Missouri.
Go Go straight on.
When I was a kid, there was a section of I-35 on the way to Des Moines, on the way to Iowa.
Go straight on.
This is like kind of northern
Go straight
Missouri.
on.
Where you had to get off the highway for several years. There's like a 5 mile section of the interstate that was not completed because they were waiting on a decision about whether or not
Keep right, and then turn right.
a reservoir was going to be created on this one river. So they didn't know if they were going to build like just a normal interstate or they're going to have to build like a series of bridges. Long story short, they decided against the reservoir. But you had to get off the highway and detour on 2-lane roads for like 5-10 miles. It's pretty crazy.
Go straight on. Go straight on.
Oh, a little mural here?
I think that's just an old billboard. That's
Wow, it's like a billboard. It's been... Oh, hey, there's a photo spot here. Thomas County District Court. Oh, there's a courthouse over there.
Yeah.
Colby.
We actually saw that not too long ago.
Oh, did we? It's an interesting shot of it over with the outdoor equipment store.
Here is some work being done. Look at this guy throwing those boxes into the dumpster like a boss.
What would Jesus do? One of the workers here is checking out the what is that? Che Che? You know, WWJD Street Food Festival. They got more comedy club, comedy stuff and music in this town than they do in Kansas City. The Tar Pit, the Fluffy Razors. You got a razor blade. That must be the punk band. Poing Poing. The Tar Pit. Oh, they got heavy metal. BrandCon? Comics Fest. BrandCon. I wonder if that's a real event there. Look at that. They got some heavy metal. Look at the fonts they have here. Responsibility. Hot dog. Something that's unreadable because it's got that really kind of crazy heavy metal font. Who's this guy? He's missing. Cherish the elderly. Viva la Che Che, Viva la Revolution. He is back. And really, what does this say?
That's supposed to be Che Guevara.
Yeah, it's Che Guevara. I don't know if it's a movie or a play.
Wouldn't
Well,
expect that to be a big hit in western Kansas.
I was just gonna say, I mean, there, maybe like 100 years ago it would have been. There's like a lot of tradition of that kind of stuff in Kansas 100 years ago, back in the early 20th century. I'm not sure about this part of Kansas, but
Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right.
kind of sounds like some sort of like community college production.
Yeah, something like
Get
that.
ready to turn left. Turn left. You have arrived at your destination. Your route guidance is now finished.
Bum bum bum. Okay, I am at 193,000.
Nice, you can buy that garage now.
Yep, I'm gonna go buy it. I'm gonna say goodbye to Kansas. I gotta travel there, I think.
I am still a long way off from being able to buy.
Where are you at? What are you saving up for next?
I don't know if I should get a new garage or upgrade the garage I have. And I was booted.
Yep. I didn't crash. I crashed the game. It didn't crash on my computer.
But we're done driving tonight, right?
We are, yes. You can
We don't need to.
save your work once I get back in.
Just upgrade the garage that I currently have. I have enough money to do that. I'm like 65,000 short of buying the new garage.
Oh, next week we'd also. I'm gonna probably buy some trucks. I may drive some this week
That's right, Iowa's coming.
because Iowa's coming up.
Maybe I should save up and buy a garage in Iowa.
Yeah. Time for Des Moines. Were you able to save your progress?
Yeah, I see.
Okay, it did not transport me to let's try this again. I could not teleport to Wenatchee. Might be a Twilight Zone here. Confirm quick travel. Okay. This is where it crashed. Okay, now I'm over in Wenatchee. Hello.
Just shutting out of the game.
When
I don't
not
have
she.
anything else to do.
Where's the garage? Around the corner. Make a left and then a right. Okay. Bum, bum, bum. Well, Coruscant, it's been fun to play with you tonight.
Yes, it has. Thank you once again for having me.
It's been a good convoy. Been an interesting convoy, a very clippable convoy.
Yeah. Right. Well, I will. We'll talk to you later.
Okay, have a good week.
Thank you. You too.
Okay, Chad, I'm going to buy this garage and then we're calling it a stream. I'm buying this garage because I watched a YouTube video from some ATS streamer player who did a big comparison, and he said this was the garage that made him the most money. So I'm very curious how this will do for me. So we are going to get started here with this. Also give me a chance to I should drive Washington a lot more. Kind of overlooked it the previous save. Bum 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 bum. Oh, look at this! Oh my God, getting a little bit of video artifacts. Yeah, I have new mail. Where's the mail thing? How do I have mail? Short messages? Oh, email. No, it's like junk mail. Real estate. Okay, we've got we need more drivers in Los Angeles, but we got get this started here. It's the aliens. Yes, the aliens. Blame it on the aliens. It also makes sense for me to have a garage. It gives me a Pacific Northwest garage. So I got Los Angeles, Kansas City. I guess the next. Oh, they have Iowa on the map, Corsi. It's there. They have it ready for this week. I think I need to buy a couple more trucks. Maybe after like 2 weeks of playing Iowa, I'll buy an Iowa garage. Okay, next week we're gonna do the Iowa. Maybe I'll make some corn. Hey, you know what we should do? I'll get the camera going. I'll eat some corn on the cob on stream during the convoy, okay? I found out I discovered the other day when I went to Hy-Vee, one of our local grocery store, they got all these veggies in the meat section. Like where the meat counter, you can get this thing called fire corn, which is like corn on the cob with like cheese on it and like paprika. And they have other veggies like that. They got like Brussels sprouts and asparagus. Next week, since it is corn season, since mid-July is the start of corn season, I'm gonna buy some corn on the cob and eat it on stream. And we'll do I'll promote it on Discord, get the regulars in here, and we will enjoy the land of corn. Because everybody knows Iowa is border to border corn and pigs, but mostly corn. All right, everybody, have a good. Yeah. Exactly. And that is not a load of crop. We got to tie that in with the with that clip. Me reading Cinnamonique's description of the world of corn, his famous map. We should we should also play that map next week, Corsi. Remind me, we're gonna play the world of corn, whatever that Geoguessr map. We'll make it a little bit of a party. Okay. Good night.